Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? Can you hear me? Yeah, there we go. Happy, what is today? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hope that your week is going well. Glad that you're joining us tonight. Gonna play some Final Fantasy 15. Before we get into that, though, I just came from my university where I got to be a part of what they're calling a professor showcase. And I got to talk about you guys, and I got to talk about Final Fantasy 15. I got to talk about Judeo-Christian kingship and try to recruit more students to the university and all that kind of stuff. So really, really fun stuff. Hey, Michael, happy Tuesday. I hope you're great. Hope you're great. And I hope you're great, whoever you are, whoever's watching. So thank you for being here with us tonight. Let's just chat for a couple minutes. Wait on folks to hop in and stuff. Thank you, Michael. It was a fun night. It was a really, really fun night. How's everybody doing this week? Are we all recovering from the Twitter storm from the Oscars? Are we all making it? A lot of hot takes out there. A lot of hot takes out there. Everybody's got a joke. But, you know, whatever. It's the world we live in. You ever feel the need to just like detox from social media for a little bit? That's kind of where I've been a little bit lately. Maybe I'm better off without being on social media. Of course, then how would people know when I went live on here? Slap heard across the world. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I heard an interesting thing earlier today where what was it? They said I didn't watch the Oscars. Just full stop there. But I heard, hey, what's up, Thomas? Good to see you. I heard that Chris Rock had said something about like Denzel playing in Macbeth. Yeah, I loved you in Macbeth or whatever. And that's like a huge no-no when it comes to like stage, being on the stage. You don't say Macbeth and just minutes later came the slap. So I don't know. I don't usually put a lot of stock in superstition, but man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Your week is going good? Yes. We all need a break from social media. We all need a break. I find it exhausting sometimes. Good. Thomas, you good? You good tonight? Oh, my dogs are excited right now. They are, probably saw a squirrel or something in the dark. I don't know. They're losing their minds though. So, we'll go ahead and get started in a second. I'm excited about tonight. Good to hear, Thomas. Good to hear. I'm excited about tonight. I want to give you a little bit of a preface before we get into it. Chapters 11 and 12. Chapters 11 and 12 are big. They're really big, as a matter of fact. On a scale of like, I don't know, 1 to Goliath, I would say they're probably a big Goliath. So, oh, that's great. I'm really glad that you watched some videos on YouTube. It makes me feel like I don't post them in vain. So thank you, Thomas. 15's your favorite. Oh man, obviously mine too. I got the shirt and everything. Yeah, I love 15. So I'm glad that you found us. I am gonna be doing the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster as soon as this never-ending semester is over. Yes, I will absolutely be doing it. So, yeah. Let's see real quick. All right, hey, give me like 90 seconds real quick. I've got to run, make sure everything's set, and then we're going to start chapter 11 and 12. Promise, and I'm so excited. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's so great, Thomas. I am so glad. That's awesome. Well, hang in there. Tonight's going to blow your mind, Thomas. So, okay, I'm going to be back in just a few minutes. Got to take care of something real quick. Be right back. Whew, sorry about that. We are all set now. All right, folks, let's get to it. We're going to play some Chapter 11 and Chapter 12 tonight of Final Fantasy 15. Tonight's big night. Chapter 11 is like the shortest chapter in the entire game, but Chapter 12 is also pretty short, but it's filled with some great stuff. And if you're in my class taking this for course credit, then it's a big one. It's a real big one, and we're going to be talking about those parallels big time on Thursday. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive in to Chapter 11. All right, are we good? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, Thomas, you're going to love it if you're looking for parallels tonight. You're going to love it tonight. Where we last left off, Arden was humming the Chocobo theme as he hopped on the train after the boys had their conflict resolution chapter. Okay. Car audio. I remember when we drove a car around. That was before the sad days. Those days are gone. Now we have to pet a magic dog to go remember them.
Feels good to
Here we
ride
go.
the rails.
Sure does.
Eager to drive once we're in Gralia?
If they'll let me.
We're fortunate to have the regalia at all. We owe the first secretary our thanks.
She'd get more thanks if she gave us a discount.
Those transceivers are top-notch. I recall when the Hydrian raged. In the midst of the Empire's retreat, one conspicuous craft remained behind. The Chancellor's. The last thing I remember seeing was his ship, heading for the altar. I fell unconscious and was powerless to stop him.
I'm just glad you're alive.
Oh, is someone else there?
Gladio.
Good, Michael. I'm glad.
Just came back. Where did he go anyway?
On a brief reconnaissance,
Oh, these trains.
something caught my ear.
Hey, Captain. Mission complete.
Splendid.
So what caught your ear?
Rumors of longer nights.
They've been growing longer day by day.
There was talk of it back in Lucis, but recent days have shown an unseasonably sharp change. Should this trend continue, before long...
There won't be daylight.
Well, it's not out of the question. The Empire's already slain half of the Six. No wonder the whole world's in disarray.
I guess.
And longer nights mean more demons.
Seen that with our own eyes.
I happened to overhear a fellow passenger discussing this very same phenomenon.
So he sent yours truly to seek him out.
Nice police work.
Well, don't want to keep him waiting.
No, we don't. Back in a moment.
Sure.
All right. Look at the scenery out there. Big mountains. It's a nice big open world that we'll never get to explore. What?
Whoa! Oh, there you are, buddy. Did you see this? Oh, it's unreal.
Yeah. Never seen anything like it. Doesn't make any sense.
Ooh.
What's going on?
It's a real mystery.
Mm-mm.
I'm not liking that snow cloud. Kind of gives me the chills. Like, who comes up with this?
The hell are you doing here?
What's going on? Easy there, buddy. Oh, didn't... Shut up! Be careful there! Wait, is this for real?
Mm-mm.
What?
Where you at, Arden?
Show yourself! Knocked.
That son of a bitch.
Hmm. You're dead.
Come on, Noct. You're scaring me. Seriously, man. Cut it out. It's not safe. Plus, you're causing a scene. Quit playing around.
You think this is funny?
Dude, are you seriously trying to kill me?
Why wouldn't I? I've got you now. What are you after, following me around this whole time? It's all your fault!
What are you talking about? Do you really mean that, Noct?
Yes.
Of course I do! You can't talk your way out of this.
You won't even let me. Noct, please. Can't we talk for a sec?
Never.
Ah! We had him. So, good old Arden. All right, here we go. I don't remember the loading screen. They would be wise to flee this treacherous terrain post-haste.
Noct, are you okay?
No. Where's Arden?
Wait, he's here? If he is, that would explain all this weird stuff happening. I bet he's behind the train stopping. Ignis and Gladio went up to inspect the engine room. I say the two of us go check out the rear.
Yeah.
Let's do it. What's the meaning of this? There's a madman on our train. That's the meaning. Ah!
Did they bomb us? Noct, we have to protect the people.
Well, let's protect the people then.
Looks like they've got the train surrounded, front to back.
Oh, go! Ah. Armored Axeman.
Head to the next car.
Leave these guys to us.
So much for a safe ride. More of them might be on board.
So much indeed.
Let's check the rear.
We need to get the train moving again.
I'm sure Ignis and Gladio will come up with something.
Oh, that poor guy hiding under the... Oh, wow.
How bad do you think it is?
Pretty bad. Ah! Oh, it is on. Oh my gosh!
Crap. The MTs can self-destruct.
Can't let them inside.
Well then, we take the fight to them.
Let's do it.
Things huge. We've got company. Let the party begin.
Let the party begin.
It's us against an army.
What are the odds we'll win?
Weird. Let's go, let's go. Alright, Prompto, we did it! Ow, I mean, I got blowed up because I couldn't jump over these bodies, apparently. That everybody? Looks like it was everybody. But it wasn't. There's somebody else. Oh, this guy.
He's ready for round 2.
Oh, back off. Ow. No, you don't.
There's just too many of them.
The fun never ends.
The fun never ends.
On his feet.
Ooh, big explosion. Okay. Big dodge. You can warp, buddy. Hey, Prompto, why don't you shoot something? Prompto's like glitching out. There you go, Prompto.
How?
Nope.
What do you think it is? He's ready for round 2.
No, you don't. They kind of never end.
Show on the road already.
Okay, easy there, assassin.
He's back on his feet.
How about you shoot? Wow, Prompto, you really don't do as much damage as I would like you to. Got you. Whoa, hello.
Looks like they've rolled out the big guns.
A tank.
Stay back.
Oh, we better not. Let me go get this tank.
Hurry!
I'm working on it. Nice. Oh, we're hanging out. Okay, Prompto. Good thing I can teleport.
Look! They're hot on our tail!
There's still an Axeman down there.
Blow us to bits!
What if we blow him up first?
How's that now?
Prompto, I got you.
An idea?
Oh no. Aircraft. Just kinda chilling. Oh, there's some guys. Ah, guess we're going in here. Let's get them.
She's gonna blow.
Oh, you're gonna self-destruct. Oh, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Oh my gosh. That was stressful. Kill the shot trooper. Now we gotta go again. Ooh. Okay, where's the guy in here? Oh, time to go. Yeah, we got it. She's gonna blow. Oh no! No, no, no. We're coming. Make for the train. Let's go. Get out of here. Not this.
Prompto!
Huh.
Oh, oh! Whoa!
Whew. End of chapter. Like I said, shortest chapter in the game, but boy, there was a lot that happened, huh? All right, let's talk about it, folks. How long were you in the dark? Arden asks. How long were you in the dark? Okay, let's talk about it for just a second. What happened in this level? Well, there's a few things that happened if you were not able to kind of keep up with some stuff. But from the moment that the train car froze, things get weird and loopy. What did you notice about Arden, right? He starts to be a little bit more familiar with Noctis, right? He calls him dude and Noct, and then at the very end, it's revealed is that Arden has been playing tricks on you the whole time. That every time you see Arden in this level, in this chapter, you're actually seeing Prompto. And every time you see Prompto in this chapter, you're seeing Arden. He's playing a trick on you. And that's why Prompto's dialogue is a little bit more stilted. And that's also why Arden's dialogue is a little bit more familiar. And so, big moment. Remember when Noctis pinned Arden up against the wall? And Arden said, are you really trying to kill me? And then Noctis responds, of course I am. Well, he's saying that to Prompto. So if last chapter was all about the dissolution of the group, Prompto was staying kind of strong until right now. If you've seen the anime, the Brotherhood anime, then you know that Prompto, this preys directly on Prompto's own self-worth and confidence issues. And we spoke in my class earlier today about how throughout the legacy of kings in the Old Testament, from really Saul all the way to Zedekiah, the relationships of a king are critically important, and those relationships of a king begin to be dissolved more and more. So we see Rehoboam and Jeroboam, two of the kings just after Solomon, some of their friendships are completely dissolved and poisoned at times. You see a common trope in the kingship narratives is that the captain of the guard, the essential gladios of different kings, will betray the king. And I think that this chapter really shows one of those pieces regarding Noctis and how he takes his friend for an enemy. It begins to mess with his head. And one of the things that I just always come back to, especially with the story of David, Solomon, even like Zimri and some of the unknown or lesser known kings, they oftentimes treat their friends as enemies. And this is an interesting chapter for that. Okay, that's all with that. We'll discuss more about this in episode Prompto. Let's move on to chapter 12 now. So how about that? Did you notice that Prompto was Arden? Was that a big reveal at the end to you if you haven't played this before? Or did you see it coming a mile away? Were you in the dark the whole time? Arden uses a stitch in time to switch appearances with Prompto and tricks Noct into hurting his closest friend. Nevertheless, a king pushes ever onward, accepting the consequences and never looking back. Thanks, Ignis. That's what Ignis told us. Oh, hey, Jamie. I see you in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Darkness. Thomas Brotherhood is so good. Okay, here we go. Back at it.
What's wrong?
Ignis, you've got to stop this thing. Prompto fell off the train. I pushed him. I mean, Arden made me. I don't know where he is, but we can't leave him.
We can't leave
Stay
him.
calm, Noct. I'm as concerned for Prompto as you are, but stopping the train would endanger everyone on board. We'd be sitting ducks for the demons.
I think so,
What do we
Jamie.
do?
First, we drop the passengers off at Tenebrae. We'll be arriving shortly.
What about Prompto?
Given the Chancellor's involvement, it's probable he's no longer where we left him. In any case, he may try to contact us. Let us wait and hope for now. Can you make your way here? Gladio's with me.
Are the two of you okay at least?
Yes.
Okay, on my way. I'll be there as soon as I take care of these stowaways.
These stowaways. Ah, the demons.
And things just got worse.
Well, not. Sorry, buddy. Get every one of them. Where's the big one? Oh, he's there. He's there. Okay, is everybody dead? Let's go. Oh, am I being chased? Yes, I am. Ain't got time for demons, or what are they called? Snagas? Ain't got time for snagas. Let's go, let's go. Up and over. Okay, demons. Chill out. Boom. Boom.
Where do they keep coming from?
The darkness.
Can't take much more of this.
Good there, Noctis. We got you. Big roll. Epic roll. Almost there, almost there. Ah, I gotta take care of the demons. Anybody else? Ah. Okay. And we are stuck. I think I'm at the front car, guys. Is there a light up there? Have I killed them all? Oh, that noise. Oh, here he comes. That's an angry demon. I guess all demons are angry. Where is the... Oh, more demons. Leviathan! Leviathan coming to save us. Heck yeah, no more sorrow for her. Thank you, Leviathan. Love that. That's a pretty cool summon.
Well, look who's here.
Aranea. Guess we've got you to thank for this mess.
More to it than meets the eye. You want to know who to thank? Come with me.
Alright, my guys.
Can't wait to hear this.
What a train ride.
Huh? What did
We
you do
love
to your eyes?
Aranea. Oh.
Just a flesh wound.
Can you see?
I'm afraid not.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
It's a cruel world.
Cruel world. Heartless. We love Aranea. Big fan. Well, now that she's kind of on our side, I guess.
Wasn't there one more of you guys?
Ouch.
Yeah, there was.
We lost track of him.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
Then quit moping, keep hoping. And in the meantime, handle what's at hand.
I want that painted on, like, driftwood and put on a wall. Quit moping, keep hoping.
This way.
A flesh wound. What's up, Senorita? Quit moping, keep hoping, and focus on the task at hand.
So if it's not you we thank,
Oh, thank the demons. Pawns of the Imperial Army.
the army that you fight for.
Fought for. My men and I are in the search and rescue business now.
Okay, like real talk.
This way.
If any of you can paint that on a piece of driftwood, absolutely. Let's do it. Let's put it on the stream behind me. That'd be great. I'd put it right on that door back there. I need something on that
This
door
way.
to cover it up. Quit moping, keep hoping. Aranea Highwind. We love it.
You mentioned being part of the relief effort. We have a favor to ask.
Ask away.
In light of what you've told us, we can't allow the other passengers to continue on.
Sure, leave him to me. But who's gonna drive the train?
Now that you mention it, yeah. You know anyone?
I do. In fact, I know two.
Biggs and
The
Wedge.
new engineers. Biggs and Wedge. No need to worry. They can take a licking.
Only if we have to. What's all this about?
Driving a train to Graulia.
That all.
Well, who would you have me ask?
You got us there.
Ooh.
We'll do it. Hey, really appreciate you going out of your way.
Yeah. No sweat.
So, FYI, This is Tenebrae. This is the town, the place where Luna Freya and Ravus are from. This is where Noctis was 12 years ago when Noctis was a little boy. You can see off in the distance, this is the residence of the Oracle, and the Empire invaded, and we'll learn a little bit more about that. But she, or they've burned it, and so tons of refugees here, and Aranea, Biggs, and Wedge have been helping with the refugee effort.
Hey, thanks for the lift.
We're happy to help. Can't say the climate will be as cooperative, though. You know?
Right, especially the gorge.
The place is freezing. Makes sense what with the ice goddess's cold corpse lying around. It's a rather long ride, so I suggest you bundle up before we ship out. By the way, I bumped into a woman from the manor. Used to serve House Flore. Must have gone off looking for you. Said she had something important to discuss.
With me? Guess I ought to find her then.
Yeah, Final Fantasy does have a ton of really cool Dragoon characters. Who's your favorite, Thomas? Jamie, Sid absolutely counts as a Dragoon. He's got the jump limit break and everything, so yeah. Alright, let's talk to Wedge.
So, you've cut your ties with the Empire?
Yeah. The only way we could help the people was by leaving the army. Lady A about had it.
Lady
with them,
A.
as it were.
Lady A.
Aranea, the Commodore.
Ah,
Nothing but demons in the capital. Meanwhile, the crystal's just sitting there. No one in the army signed up for this.
what about the civilians?
Hold up in their homes.
They're either lying quiet behind closed doors or lying dead. Your guess is as good as mine.
Lady A used to be Lady Annabellum, right? And then they changed it to Lady
We'll
A?
be waiting on board.
That's
Give
funny.
us a holler when you're ready.
I
to
never
ship
made
off.
that connection
Shall
with
we?
Aranea. Lady A. Aranea, you gonna talk to us? No? Okay. Oh, you're gonna walk over here very
The
slowly.
Chancellor is running some circus. The High Commander got the axe.
Ooh!
Literally. And the Emperor is no more than a husk at this point.
Alright, we're gonna piece this out one by one because she's about to do an exposition dump. The High Commander got the axe. Ravus is dead. That's how we found out about it. Ravus just died by execution. And the Emperor's no more than a husk at this point. Last time we saw the Emperor, he was obsessed with the crystal, kind of like Gollum with the ring in Lord of the Rings. So that kind of gives us a little bit of a status update on them.
Everyone in charge is gone now. It's total chaos. All hell broke loose in the Demon Labs.
Everyone in charge is gone now. It's total chaos. All hell broke loose in the Demon Labs. This is a big piece as well because in the Kingdom of Niflheim, things started to go awry when after the fight with Insomnia, after Kingsglaive, basically. Now, here's one thing that I want to call your attention to. What was the big thing that happened at the end of Kingsglaive? Yeah, Luna is safe, and yeah, Regis has died. But what happened to some of the key things? Luna has the ring, but what happened to the crystal? Well, Niflheim took the crystal, right? There is a interesting kind of lesser known passage in 1 Samuel, chapters 4 and 5, that talks about a time when the Philistines had taken the Ark of the Covenant. Now, we've established on earlier streams that the Ark of the Covenant and the crystal are analogs for each other. The Ark of the Covenant, or the tabernacle, is meant to be the place where the presence of God resides, and the crystal is kind of that as well. If the citadel, which is where the throne room is in Insomnia, if that's kind of like the Holy of Holies in the temple, or the temple itself, then the crystal serves as that Ark of the Covenant. I think Indiana Jones and stuff. Now, when the Philistines steal the Ark of the Covenant, because they think to themselves, okay, this is a warrior god that we're up against, Yahweh, the God of the Israelites. When they defeat them in battle, they are able to steal the Ark of the Covenant, thinking to themselves, if we steal the Ark, then we have the power of their God. We have the power of their God. So they do that. Unfortunately, as soon as the Ark of the Covenant gets into the hands of the Philistines, or the wrong people, I guess, a plague of tumors and death breaks out. Plagues of tumors and death break out all over the Philistine camp to the point that they have to return it. And so I think this is a really interesting thing when Aranea says that all hell broke loose in the demon labs. What happened? What was the difference? Well, the crystal is now in Niflheim. And just like the plagues of tumors and death with the Philistines, well, it wreaked havoc on Niflheim. Okay, let's keep going. We'll keep going.
Elaborate.
Unprogrammed MTs left to run amok. Same for the demons we caught. And now they're everywhere.
They emanate from the Empire?
Yeah. The capital's crawling with them.
Nice.
As if that wasn't bad enough. The bastards are stronger than ever now. It's gotten too far out of hand for the army to deal with. And there's not enough daylight anymore to keep the demons in one place.
And so that's how they got here.
Now, that might be a little bit of a confusing thing as well. Why is the world kind of shrouded in darkness at this point? And so there's this thing known as the Star Scourge, which we're going to learn about in just a little bit more. But the Star Scourge, in my class, we kind of talk about it as kind of the punishment, divine punishment on humanity for their rebellion against the gods. And the Star Scourge has a basic equivalent in the Old and New Testament of the Judeo-Christian scriptures in sin. So when we talk about Star Scourge, think of sin. Now, Star Scourge is also kind of the blight, the markings, the gray and black markings on people that Luna would heal when she was alive. Star Scourge is also the element, or this sort of atmosphere that produces demons. So that's why you don't go out at night, because demons emerge from the ether basically and attack you. So part of the Oracle's role, her very presence in the world, was to fight back this Star Scourge darkness. Now with Luna's flame extinguished, darkness has full reign, and so it's altogether possible that darkness will overtake the earth unless something happens. And that's kind of the situation we're in. So we'll continue.
And there's the crystal they stole, for the good of the people, which never sees the light of day. A lot of good it's doing anyone now, locked away in the Imperial Fortress.
So they've locked up the crystal in the Imperial Fortress. Thomas, that's absolutely right. Sid and Aranea are both two of my favorite, but I gotta throw Cain Highwind in there as well. I mean, that's Sid, Aranea, and Sid and Aranea's namesake, Highwind. Yeah, but his running animation was hilarious, and you're right about Aranea. She's incredible. Star does loosely translate into planet, not just in Final Fantasy 15, but in Japanese language as well. So whenever, typically in Final Fantasies, you'll see them talk about the star. What they're talking about is the planet. And so Star Scourge is kind of like a planet scourge. It's a planet plague. COVID, but no, a better analog to that would be sin. All right, let's see. Aranea, got anything else for us to talk about? Nope, we're just jumping now. So let's go see Lady Servant of Fleuret. No, House Fleuret. If you paid close attention in Kingsglaive, this was a character at the beginning of Kingsglaive. You can get a good view of the Kingdom of Tenebrae burning. Collateral of the Imperial invasion and the demons. Here she is.
My word. Is that you, Prince Noctis?
Yeah. Have we...
Oh, blessed be the stars. Just look at what a fine young man you've grown into. I am Maria. A retainer in service to House Foray.
Maria.
I doubt you'll remember me after these long years.
I, can't say I do.
Been 12 years.
Don't worry. Who I am is of little import in light of what I wish to discuss.
Maria, you matter.
Lady Lunafreya risked everything to spirit the ring of the Lucii away from the Citadel. Did she deliver it to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stars above! My fears have been assuaged. Lord Ravis, too, will be overjoyed to hear this news.
Bad news,
Ravis, too.
Maria. And also, Ravis really hates us, so. Hey, Daisy. What's up?
Beg of you,
What's up?
Please.
Welcome.
see the ring to Noctis. On my behalf.
I'm good, Daisy. Give me just a second.
Already. My flesh has begun to fail me.
No, I cannot accept it. By your hand. It must be done. To deliver the ring and inspire the king is your calling. You mustn't fall.
But I lack the strength to go on.
Find it, Lunafreya. You have the will. Go to Noctis. Show him the truth of your heart.
This is such a great moment here. Some kind of character development for Ravis. Here we see that Ravis doesn't really care about Noctis. He cares about his sister. You know, he cares that she fulfills her calling, and her calling is to inspire the king, to legitimize his kingship, and to deliver the ring to him. So that's why he would be overjoyed to hear that Noctis has the ring. Okay, Daisy, welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to see you. Welcome, happy Tuesday. Sorry, you jumped right in the middle of a cutscene, and so I wanted to make sure that I properly welcomed you. Y'all, Daisy's a friend of mine, great streamer, great friend. So throw her all the love. Hey Daisy, great to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. And yeah, Thomas, love the glimpse of vulnerability you see from Luna here. It really kind of builds up her character just a little bit. Let's keep going.
I understand you will go hence to the Imperial capital.
Yeah.
Lord Ravis has King Regis's glaive in his safekeeping, and it was his wish to return it to you, my prince.
Maybe.
Though I imagine it will not be easy for you to find each other.
She just doesn't know.
Get it from him somehow.
I pray it shall be so.
Ah, Maria. Noctis doesn't want to be the one to tell Maria that Ravis is dead. It's upsetting. Bye, Maria. I'll give you my customary jump. Again, why they put the jump button and the action button on the same button mapping, God only knows. Okay, back to Aranea.
About the crystal. Remember how I said it was locked away?
Yeah?
They really don't allow anyone near the thing. The Emperor himself never got close to it. The lab rats had a theory that the crystal posed some kind of threat to the demons. The way they see it? That's the reason the Chancellor had the Emperor go after it in the first place. Dunno, but that theory holds water in my book.
Fair enough.
Certainly explains why the kings have always guarded the crystal, and how they kept the demons at bay.
Again,
Long story
fair.
short, we're stuck in this rut until you go and take back what's yours.
Okay, so again, if the crystal represents the Ark of the Covenant, if it represents that aspect of connection with God, then it's got to get back into the rightful hands. Noctis has to retrieve that. He's got the ring, but he needs the crystal as well. So we can kind of mosey around here, talk to some folks, or just listen in on some of their conversations. I don't think any of these soldiers talk, maybe. But when we get back to the train station, it is just kind of a haunting thing, though, because every time we've seen Tenebrae in flashbacks and stuff, it's been vibrant and lively. But here it is just dead and defeated. And it's got to be sad to go back to this hometown with Luna.
Noctis, were you excited to marry Lady Lunafreya? Because she was really excited to marry you. She looked so happy the day her dress arrived. She really loved you, Prince Noctis.
Oh.
Thank you.
At first, the father had mourned the fate of his chosen son.
This is a big scene, y'all.
Yet in Tenebrae, the two found solace. It was not the Oracle who assuaged their fears, but the girl. She holds the true
Notice
power.
she opened her eyes here.
I have little to offer a king, other than the voice afforded the Oracle. Nevertheless... And... I'm afraid you might find this foolish. But... to be together with Noctis again, even if only for a short while, it would mean the world to me. I do not seek to guide him, merely to stand beside him.
This is such a huge moment because it shows us that Luna is not just a party to this marriage because of the treaty. She is in love with Noctis. She loves Noctis, and they have maintained this love through correspondence for 12 years. And the love that they have for one another, as soon as the conversation turns to that, did you notice that Gintiana's eyes opened? Did you notice that her eyes opened? She's always kept them shut, but at that, she opened her eyes. Remember that. Okay, let's keep going.
Lady Lunafreya worried she was burdening you with the wedding. That's not true, is it?
No, not at all.
This whole chapter just kind of feels like a memorial, an in memoriam for Luna.
Lady Lunafreya was lucky to find a nice guy like you.
Thanks.
Aw, sweet girl. Yep, gotta get souvenirs, like a flesh fortifier. Okay. Oh, neat.
Will we ever see the dawn again? What has become of our world?
Same, buddy. You guys got anything to say?
It's been dark for so long.
Oh, looks like the night will never end.
Yes, she does. Great insight. She says the exact same thing that Regis said to the guys. I don't, not to guide him, but to merely stand beside him. Seems like everybody is there for Noctis. And they've got the same sort of calling, but Noctis is being forced routinely to stand on his own. Cosmogony, the ring. Before falling into eternal slumber, the six bequeathed unto man one last treasure, a ring. Yet who among us was fit to possess this gift of the gods? After some time, the ring was transferred to the hands of a man blessed with powers divine, ultimately developing the mark, identifying one fit to rule. All right. Anybody else got anything to say? Our friends here? Okay. No. Stand by me for real.
How in the world could something like this happen?
Perhaps this is the way it ends.
Oh, so we're there. We're doomsdayers. Great. Yeah, the lyrics of Stand By Me are hitting different now, aren't they?
I listened to Lady Lunafreya's address on the radio. To think she gave that speech in the very place she was supposed to be wed.
Oof.
I can only imagine how she must have felt.
I mean, true, girl. Let's just lay it on thick for poor Noctis.
I can't believe my eyes. What do we do now? How could something like this happen? Is the capital okay?
It doesn't look it, girl. Let's talk to our boys.
Is the manor badly damaged?
It's seen better days. So have the civilians. They've been through a lot.
And the Chancellor's the one who put them through it.
Put us through a hell of a lot, too. He never gets in our way. But he sure loves messing with us. Well, there's a good chance he got his hands on Prompto. Just hope he doesn't mess with him too bad. Rayvis didn't have it much better than Lady Lunafreya.
Pity we never got the chance to talk things out. Hopefully, His Majesty's glaive awaits us in the capital.
Should be, as long as Rayvis has it on his person. Just hope the Chancellor isn't awaiting us too. Still can't believe House Fleury has reached the end of its family line.
Ah, they've died out. The end of the family line of House Fleury.
It's rather strange. Lady Gentiana has not graced us with her presence as of late. Perhaps she has no reason to stay, now that the blood of the Oracle is no more. Like her, others will eventually leave, and the land of Tenebrae will be lost to memory.
You guess we should give up on the capital?
Yeah, ought to find somewhere safer to hawk our wares.
Sounds like the lab in Grawley is a real mess.
Wouldn't surprise me if it really is haunted.
Wonder where Emperor Edolas went off to.
Somewhere 6 feet under, like the High Commander.
Jeez. Tenebrae. It's a country controlled by House Fleury, with the Oracle serving as its sovereign. The gardens of Finistala Manor, tended by oracles throughout the ages, are filled with bright blue scilla blossoms, the national flower of Tenebrae. Though the nation has enjoyed friendly relations with the kingdom, their ties were effectively cut some 400 years ago when the Empire invaded and took the territory under its control. Finistala Manor alone remained the purview of House Fleury until several years ago when a fire broke out and claimed the life of the previous oracle, Silva Via Fleury. Her death marked the end of Tenebraean autonomy and the beginning of a more antagonistic relationship with Lucis. Now that's an interesting take, that a fire broke out. That is when Luna's mother was killed by the Empire 12 years ago. So, several years ago. Just lots of sobbing here.
Lady Lunafreya.
We are laying it on thick.
I want to go home.
Well, dear, right now we don't have a home to go back to.
Oh!
I don't like it here. I'm scared.
It's okay, dearie. Grandma's here. There, sweetheart. Don't cry.
Poor thing. Did she just hit him?
Everything will
Oh.
be all right.
I don't see what good it does me to come here. I never even got to thank her for all that she's done.
Oh.
Show your thanks by praying for her safety.
I'm gonna ask an Imperial about it again later.
And I'll go with you when you do.
So are we good and sad, folks? Like we've kind of hit our threshold for the sad.
The Empire has declared Lord Rayvis a traitor and sentenced him to death. I believe the attack on the manor was further punishment.
Okay, so it seems to be a bit ambiguous whether Rayvis is already dead or if he's just sentenced. Okay, anybody else that we can talk to? We want to make sure that we are good and sad at this point.
So you're Lady Lunafreya's fiancé, right? Want to know something?
Sure.
Okay, then.
Everyone knows she liked pretty flowers, but you want to know what else she liked? Cool stickers. It has to be true.
Our houses. I swear I saw a giant serpent back there.
Giant serpent?
Not going crazy.
Where are we supposed to go now, Mama?
I don't know yet, but Mama will find us somewhere near.
Okay, no more tears. We gotta keep going. You guys, anybody else? You
I
guys.
sincerely apologize for the inconvenience.
How long are we just sitting waiting a war zone? When are we getting back on the road?
I've got to kill
All our
chaos.
preparations are in order.
I don't want to die here.
I understand. Neither does anyone else.
Neither does anyone else. That's a good response. I don't want to die here. Well, neither does anyone else. Sympathetic conductor.
Lady Lunafreya once tended a garden filled with scilla blossoms, watering the flowers herself. Sadly, the whole field went up in flames. It's heartbreaking to see what's become of it.
Ah. Pain. Just pain. Alright, let's do this. One last look at Tenebrae, everybody. Where she lived.
Ready to depart. Just swapped out the damage cars for some new ones.
Great.
Give one of us a holler when you're ready to shove off, then.
Dining car's open, if you need a break.
Oh. Well, I guess I could go in the dining car. I think it's... Well, I thought it was over there. Dramatic roll. Let's go. Is the dining car open? I mean, it's kind of the point, but this whole train looks the exact same, so... Unless this is the train I'm supposed to... Ah, the dining car, right here.
So according to your research, Ms. Yeager, this phenomenon of the nights growing longer is by no means a recent development. Not at all.
Oh, it's Sonya!
It's just too
Gladio's
subtle for anyone to
girlfriend.
notice till recently. It took 3 extra hours of darkness for people to panic, and now it's completely irregular. The other day, we got half an hour more night. Days are numbered, I tell you.
Okay, Sonya.
You're saying the hunters are on high alert?
That's right. What with all them scholarly folks talking about the nights growing longer. They've been looking into this for a while. They ain't once recorded a day with more sunlight than the last. Ain't no telling when night'll fall and the demons will come
It
out.
is, the
We
frog
recommend
chick.
y'all take extra care.
I shudder to think that if the nights keep growing longer, there may soon come a day that won't be day at all. So according to your research, Ms.
Yep. Okay, well, that's a fun development. We don't need any food. Anything else here? Nope. Alright, let's go talk to Biggs and Wedge. Back to sad. It was nice to have that dining car music for a second, but now it's back to the visitation here. Alright, let's do
Shall we
it.
shove off, then?
Let's shove
Climb
off,
aboard.
Wedge. Alright folks, this next sequence, I'm gonna stop the
Don't worry about
pause
the
the game
civilians.
several times
They're
to talk.
in my good
Just
hands.
FYI.
Can't say the same for you. Watch yourselves in the capital.
We will. Thanks, Aranea. We'll see you around.
Snow.
It's snowing.
Get your ass on board.
Yes, sir.
Gravis Rift. It's a frozen ravine where the fallen Shiva lies. Shiva is one of the 6 gods. It's a solitary railroad carved through an unforgiving landscape. When Biggs and Wedge are driving, the train makes its slow and steady way toward the imperial capital. Okay. So, okay, here we go.
Oi, and attention all passengers. We're on our way to our final destination in the Imperial capital. Enjoy the ride. I'll be in touch if anything comes up.
Look at all that snow. No wonder it's so cold in here.
We must be approaching the Glacian's cadaver.
Won't be a blessing if all we got's a body.
Let us hope we pass through the gorge without incident.
It's what's after the gorge I'm worried about.
We are free to roam. Talk to our boys.
Once we get through Gorovus, we're there.
We've come quite a long way.
So we are on the way to the Imperial capital. Let's make our way to the other end of the train as fast as we can. See if there's anything in the seats. Oh, okay, we'll keep running. Keep going. Anything in these seats? Nope. Oh, there's something. The fall of the Empire. After his forces suffered crippling casualties against the Hydrian and Altissia, High Commander Ravus Nox Fleuret was sentenced to capital punishment. However, the Imperial army has yet to appoint a successor to the late Lord Fleuret. Moreover, waves of Magitech troopers gone haywire have fled Hallheck's armory and begun assaulting the citizenry. Could this be the karmic retribution of those who turned their backs on the gods? Okay, so Ravus out of commission officially, according to that magazine. Okay, can we go in any of these? Nah. We'll try the other end of the car. Let's go, let's go. Oh wait, here's something. No, we don't want to stop exploring. I want to see the whole car. Got a Mega Phoenix. Oh man, there's tons of stuff over here, but I've got most of it, so. Oh, we got a debased banknote. And there's our Mary Kay car. We love it. In all its glory. We did bring it with us, that's helpful. Nope. Well, I guess we can't pick it up. Okay. No need. Oh, wait, something there. A chrome bit. Anything here? Oh, wait, there was something there. Well, I say that.
It's depressing when it's always dark out.
True story.
Still dark. Seems there's scarcely anything.
Yeah, the
left
Mary
today.
Kay car does not get old.
It's all gone wrong.
So we're gonna get a lore dump pretty soon here. It's gonna explain a ton of stuff for us. So. With a giant hand over on the right.
I wonder what it could be this time.
Attention now.
Yeah?
What's wrong?
You may have noticed we stopped. As for the cause, outside you think?
We'll take a look.
Oh, now.
I hope it's just a quick snow shoveling job.
Indeed.
Yeah, so let's put Ignis on it. That's a great idea. This is Shiva. This is the
Better keep
Glacian.
moving to stay warm.
The Glacian did this.
think I can see her.
It's a shame. She's lying dead. Damn, it's cold.
Let's clean up out here. Warm up in there.
Better make this snappy.
Goodbye, Snagas. Come on, Ignis. There you go. Nice, Fitz. How was it? That's kind of how I felt about it. Had you read the book? I had not, and I feel like that would have been very helpful if I had. Oh, big guy, Deathclaw. Looks like a Sonic the Hedgehog boss or Ganon. Ow, Deathclaw. Absolutely not.
Just the thing. Ignis.
Do it again, Ignis. Got him.
Hurry up. Ain't got time to waste.
Think I don't know that?
Hey, Noct!
What's up?
You better get in here. Something's
Got
not
it.
right. Come on,
Be there in a
Iggy.
sec.
Right.
No way. You! Hold it! That son of a bitch.
Alright, here we go, friends.
What the hell? Stop! Stop, damn it! Where is he? Where's Prompto?
Oh, there you are. I'm worried about your friends. They've fallen and they can't get up. Why not lend them a hand? A coldness that can only be hers. Ah, the face you wore the day.
Let it now be done, as promised to the Oracle.
Shame.
It's you. You're the Glacian.
Surprise.
Tales of the past and hopes for the future are manifest in the King of Kings.
All right, let's stop for a second, everybody. Shiva. Gintiana is Shiva, it turns out. And so Gintiana has been guiding Luna as this earthly form. And it's also the form that she took the day she, and then Arden is shushed and frozen before he can finish. We'll maybe talk about that in future chapters. But here, Shiva reveals herself to Noctis, and she says that she's about to reveal things to Noctis. And she says, tales of the past and hopes for the future are manifest in the King of Kings. In the King of Kings. Now, if you know anything about New Testament theology and even Old Testament Messianic theology, King of Kings is meant to be this chosen, this promised king that is coming, that is going to deliver the people. But also, it is the king over all of the kings. Where the former kings failed, this king triumphs. And so we will go with that. Shiva / Gentiana has a lot to teach us here.
The Frostbearer's blessing shall be his.
So he gets the blessing of Shiva. So we're going to ask about the past first.
The six have safe.
Also notice the person on the right-hand side here looks strikingly kind of like Gentiana, but then you also have a trident. So this is presumably the first oracle. And then you've got this scene of the crystal being imparted to the king. And this is the cover of the Cosmogony, which we've talked about a little bit in this. Okay, let's listen to what she'll say, and then during a pause, I'll kind of break it down.
Did this star since time immemorial, each of a different mind, but united by this common purpose. The god's protection extends to all creatures here below, even to the mortals created in their image. They are feeble creatures leading fragile lives and clinging to foolish fancies. The Frostbearer scorns these visions of hope, which melt like snow in the sun's light. Yet the Pyre Burner admires their strength of will. For their reverence, he grants unto them his flame, and the world of man flourishes. His benevolence warms the frozen heart of the Frostbearer. The mortals have earned her respect, he her love and admiration. It is not long, however, before some among those men ascend to new heights of hubris. The people of Solheim spurn the gods who bless them, the gods they once worshipped. The ungrateful mortals incur the wrath of the Pyre Burner. He seeks to raise the very civilization his flames once helped build. But the six are sworn to defend this star and all her inhabitants from harm, and, at times, from one another.
Okay, let's just stop right there, because there's so much that's dumped on us right then and right there. So Shiva begins to uncover kind of the past, what's happened up to this point, and not just the things that have happened, like the history of the kings. Noctis could have learned that in grade school or listening to stories that his dad would tell, but she's telling the story of the six gods. She says there was a time that before time when all of these six gods would work and they would live, and there was harmony in there. And there were, each one had a unique distinction of a mind of their own, and yet they were united in purpose for the sake of humanity. Humanity, mortals made in their image, it even says, which throw off every bell and every flag that you have regarding like the Old Testament Hebrew scripture ideology, that humanity is made in the image of God. That's not just a Christian or a Jewish thing, but it is also in Babylonian text, Babylonian literature as well. So the idea that humanity has a shred or an image of the divine in them is across a lot of mythology, but it is one of the key central aspects of Judeo-Christian thought. And so one of the things that's happening here is that you've got these six gods that are sworn to, as Shiva says, and I'll pull this up, as Shiva says, the six are sworn to defend this star and all her inhabitants from harm. And you see this happening among all of the six. They all do what they can to protect humanity, doing what they think is right. However, Shiva does reveal that in the beginning, Shiva had a heart that was cold toward humanity, right? Kind of play on words there and tongue in cheek. But her heart is warmed. Why is her heart warmed? Because she has a close relationship with Ifrit, the pyre burner, the god of fire, so to speak. And as they have this relationship, he has an affection for humanity, and that affection for humanity rubs off on Shiva to the point that her cold heart melts, and she has a compassion and love for humanity as a result. Ifrit and Shiva love humanity, defend this star and all her inhabitants from harm. But, and I'm just retelling this right here, Shiva says that humanity began to be proud, arrogant, and refused to worship the gods anymore. And so Ifrit burned with anger and was going to destroy humanity, sending fire, sending destruction, calamity, and star scourge on humanity. Shiva and Ifrit begin to have a rift here. And then Shiva leaves us with this for the moment. But the six are sworn to defend this star and all her inhabitants from harm, and at times from one another. So these six gods are all catering to, dealing with humanity and humanity's tendency, proneness to turn away from them in their own ways according to their own mind. So let's keep going with that in mind.
The flames of war surge as Solheim fends off the pyre burner's fire. The gods' pleas for peace fall on deaf ears, and the battle rages on. When the smoke clears, the world of man is in ruins, their star left scarred for time eternal. Wearied from war, the six seek solace in slumber.
So you get this incredible artwork of all of this stuff. Where did the demons come from? Well, the demons come from Ifrit's power of bringing this star scourge, this scourge on humanity. Why does he do this? Because wrath and fire will cleanse humanity. And you see each one of these gods depicted in this large image, and I encourage you to Google this image, the astral gods kind of painting or artwork from chapter 11 or 12. Because it's so telling. It's such an interesting thing. You have in the background all of these mythological creatures. There's a Cerberus, a serpent back there. You've got Rama standing, and you see all of the six gods. Now, think about how these gods may have warred against one another. Remember the very first god that we encountered. Do you remember Titan? He protects the star from what? Well, he protects the star from a meteor, an asteroid, a giant meteor that has fallen, and he catches it. Why? Because he's trying to defend the star. But where did that meteor come from? Well, in all likeliness, it was sent by the gods. It was sent by the gods to presumably destroy humanity, to destroy the star, the planet. And so because of that, we can kind of assume that it may have been Ifrit, but it could have also been Leviathan. Leviathan bears a lot of anger and regret, sorrow over humanity as well. The big thing about this scene is that there is an astral war, a divine war, battle that is happening among the gods. Let's keep going.
This tale of our shared past is entrusted to the King of Kings, that he may see it to its conclusion.
Now that's a huge statement right there. That's massive. Why is Shiva telling this to Noctis? This shared past is given to the King of Kings that he may see it to its conclusion. These gods have been at war with one another, each of their own mind, and yet Noctis is going to see it to conclusion.
In the days that follow the war, while the six are still asleep, the pyre burner is sought by a man who draws him away from the light. His peril is sensed by the Frostbearer. She rushes to his aid, only to be felled by the foreign hordes. Those masses are now one with the darkness. Darkness that before long will swallow the six and the star they protect. This star's fate no longer rests in the hands of the gods. It sits on the shoulders of the chosen. Deliver this world from darkness and grant my love release.
Grant my love release. Man, again, just such an interesting piece here because it talks about the war among these gods, and then it says that they are wearied from war and they go into slumber. So there's a time of silence among the gods. And while they slumber, the humans are still doing things. So, for example, the kingdom of Niflheim, the empire, is trying to find ways that they're going to overthrow the gods. Why? Because, well, Ifrit had a disdain for humanity. So all of their technology is not necessarily about overthrowing Lucis. Their technology is about felling gods. It's about ending gods. And so one of the ways they do this is they pursue and even capture, take on Ifrit. And then Shiva, who still has a love and a compassion for Ifrit, goes to him. And that is when they kill her kind of just temporal body at that point, where we see her remains in the Garavis Rift from earlier in the chapter. So she comes to Noctis and says, we've been warring for so long. The Empire has been after us, and they're channeling, harnessing some of Ifrit's power even for the sake of destroying the world. And they're just agents of Ifrit while they're also controlling Ifrit. And so you've got to deal with this, Noctis. This is the thing. You've got to see it to its conclusion. All right. Before I say that, I think that here in Chapter 12, we come to the central part of this entire game. We thought that it was a story of Noctis trying to marry Luna. We thought it was him just going and collecting all of these MacGuffins, basically, for plot purposes. But the ultimate point of this game is not to deliver Lucis, and it's not to get together with Luna or to find even peace on the world. The point of this is to bring rest and peace to the divine war that is happening. Now, what does that mean for our characters, and also for the parallels that we use with Old and New Testament theology and ideology? Somebody in one of my classes several years ago mentioned, when we got to this part, they said, have you ever noticed that as these gods are of a mind of their own and they're warring against one another, these are kind of like some of the tensions that we face when we're reading through the religious history of the Old and New Testaments. And we got into a class discussion about how some of the divine attributes of God seem to be at war with one another. How can God be compassionate and loving, but also wrathful? How can a God that provides also be a God of regret and sorrow that brings about a flood? How can a God of creation also, and one who bears the image that humanity is made after, also be a God whose justice seems to end life at times? And these are the difficulties of the Jewish and the Christian people in reconciling some of these. And Shiva does something really interesting here. She said, we've been warring. All of these different minds of the divine pantheon of gods. But all of it needs to come to fulfillment through you, Noctis. And of course, that means a lot for Judeo-Christian theology, for Jews, that there's this understanding of the Messiah, and for Christians, there is the understanding of Jesus as the Messiah. And so she's foreshadowing that this whole narrative of kingship culminates in one that will be called a King of Kings. I think that is such a really important piece. And this chapter just really hits that. Makes me think a lot about my own life of faith, but also about just theology in general, and the ways that religions do have to deal with those tensions of the divine. All right, let's keep going because there's a little bit more.
I promise I will.
The Oracle is no longer of this world, but her thoughts remain.
And now a personal message to Noctis. So we will ask about Luna's thoughts.
When the boy begins his existence on this star, the girl is met by the High Messenger. It is ordained that she will work with him to return the light, The girl reaffirms that promise. The High Messenger is moved by the girl's determination, her heart warmed by the girl's benevolence. Her faith in mankind is restored once more.
Sister, cease this madness. That boy will never be king.
Noctis is chosen. It is ordained. You of all people should know.
I know that you are throwing your life away.
That may be. But it's my choice. If only... If only I could hear his voice once more. If we could laugh together as we did as children. If we could live out our days together as we once dreamed.
Wherefore does the lady weep?
Forgive me. I vowed to only cry where prying eyes cannot see the tears in mine.
What a statement.
Yet others need not hide their grief. Is she so different from them?
No. She is no different at all. She wants exactly what they do. To be with the one she loves. But want though she may, it is not to be.
The lady's thoughts have been heard. The love she bears the king shall never fade. And, in time, her feelings shall be known unto him.
Gentiana.
And if the words are not spoken from her lips, then the messenger shall see that they are heard.
Watch this.
The god's favor and the lady's love shall be with him evermore. Thus it is promised between the oracle and her familiar.
I am undeserving of your kindness. Thank you.
And so the promise is fulfilled. As her words go with him, so shall my blessing.
Now, why does she give him the blessing in this point? There was no trial, right? At least Rama, who was also not a violent trial, he made Noctis forage. Well, it's because if we go through the whole thing, we've talked about 6 divine attributes of the God of Israel. The God of creation, and we correlated that with Titan, who protected creation from the meteor and from destruction. We have the God of provision, Rama, and Noctis had to forage. We have the God of sorrow, the God of regret. I regret that I made human beings on this earth, so I will send a flood. We talked about that a good deal, and so Noctis faced regret and sorrow, not just in the battle, but with Luna's death. And now we come to Shiva. And we're left with 3 divine attributes: compassion, wrath, and justice. Compassion, wrath, and justice. Based on what we've heard from Shiva's own words, she has an affection and a love for mankind. And we hear that Ifrit has nothing but wrath and fire. And so her trial for Noctis has already been done. And it's shown in her relations as Gentiana. Every time Gentiana has ever opened her eyes, it's when she was referencing the love that Luna and Noctis had for one another. It's a reflection of the compassion and love that she has for humanity now, and she sees that in them. They've passed that trial, and she's able to see them for that. And so, here we see Shiva giving Noctis the blessing that he and Luna have earned together.
King of Kings.
King of Kings.
Restore the light unto this world.
Farewell, dear Noctis.
Luna, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. Not even when you needed me most. There was so much you wanted to say. So much I wanted to say. And now, I'll never have the chance. I'm so sorry.
I won't let you down. I know you won't.
Oh, that's a good scene, Jamie, isn't it? Now we have the Trident of the Oracle. Gosh, he does an excellent job. He's an incredible voice actor. You're right.
What are you looking at?
Takes down with the Trident.
Hey.
A mess for real.
Wake up.
What happened?
Noct, are you alright?
Yeah. I saw the Glacian. It's okay. She's gone now. You guys check out our drivers.
Got it. You good?
Yes, I'm fine. Let's go.
I feel I've earned the right to call you Noct. For a moment I felt death's chill wind. Such is the might of the gods. But then I remembered I'm immortal. Such is my blessing and curse.
Surprise!
Your attack hurt me, nevertheless. My feelings, at least. And after all the memories we've shared, remember this. I should have asked if you remember him. Truly a blast from the past. Nay. You mustn't take what's not yours.
Where is he?
He? The little gunman's a short shot away.
Where?
Where else but Gralia, the seat of the Empire? I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you. And you might even find your crystal. With all these demons about, you could certainly use it. Off you go, then. I wouldn't want to keep you from your friend.
Whew. Freaking Arden, man. And that is the end of the chapter, y'all. So good. Right? All right, what do you think of the big reveals at the end here? The Astral God stuff, the Luna stuff, then Arden's chilling sort of final pieces here. Kind of wild stuff, isn't it? Oh man. So a lot happened, and that's where we end chapter 12. We still have some questions. What is up with Arden? Because he's not necessarily taking us away from our goal. He's leading us to it. He also claims that he's immortal, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. We've also got Prompto. Where is Prompto? Unfortunately, we don't have to wait long on that. Thursday, we're going to be playing episode Prompto in its entirety, and we're going to be checking that out, see what's up with Prompto, and go on that journey. As we close out tonight, though, here's what I want you to think about. We learned a lot about the lore of this game, about these 6 astral gods, and the 6 divine attributes: creation, provision, justice, wrath, compassion, and sorrow/regret. And these 6 attributes are just 6 of the primary attributes of the Judeo-Christian God. And according to this representation, they're at war with one another until the King of Kings shows up on the scene. At least that's the hope for Noctis. So as we move forward, we're going to begin kind of thinking in those terms. Noctis's journey, his goal, is to bring satisfaction to the divine war. And that is where we end tonight. What do y'all think? Give me some feedback on chapter 12. How was, what do you think? I've heard the music is good. Ray Chase does a great job. I think it's some of the most beautiful scenes in the entire game. Maybe in any game. I just love these scenes so much. Tears, so many. I mean, it's so touching. I mean, you go from the funeral of Tenebrae into the train sequences, and it is just, it's heartbreaking, heartrending, right? But it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Well, folks, I've enjoyed being with you tonight. We're going to pick this back up on Thursday, and it's going to be again 8 p.m. on Thursday night as well, 8 p.m. Central Time. I hope that you'll hang out with us then. If you haven't followed me on Twitter or on Instagram or any of that, make sure you throw me a follow. I'm also on TikTok, but I don't really know how to use TikTok, so all the pointers I can I can get over there help me out. But shoot me messages. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, and if you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe with Prime, or subscribe in other means as well. But I appreciate you all, and just y'all are the best. So have a fantastic night, and we will see you on Thursday where we do episode Prompto. Walk tall, my friends. Bye. Chapters 9 to the end are some of your favorite moments in the Final Fantasy series. Me too, Thomas. Me too, buddy. So, yeah. Well, everybody, y'all have a phenomenal night. We will see you later. See you Thursday. Bye.